morning. Happy Saturday. I don't know. Wednesday was the 20th. You do the calculation. I'm not going to do it here. 24, 25, something. No, not 25. Hey, pup. Hey, pup. 23. Yeah, my girl's here with me, giving me cuddles. Hey, Maisie, you want to show your face? There's her face. There's her face. Okay. There's the seasickness. It's cold outside today. I'm absolutely getting a new color for my book for Saturday. I should have looked up what color that would be, because the high is going to be 32. Now, we've been between 40 and 44 for days, which is maroon. But 32 is a whole different color. And I take my temperature from when we walk, not from the high of the day. So if we walk and it's 29, that'll be the coldest color I have. That's a lie, because I have under 20. It's a whole nother color. But I am prepared, because it's windy and going to be cold. I have long underwear on under my sweatpants. And I wore my warmest, not bulky sweater, which is why I'm wearing this again. Because I bought a beautiful 3-in-1 coat last winter. It was on sale. It was still quite pricey. And and I bought it kind of in anticipation of continuing to lose weight, as you do. As I certainly have done many times in my life. And I thought about it, but, you know, since I wasn't sure what size I was, and I was ordering, I thought, this is what I'm going to do. So it fits me. But there's no room for a bulky sweater underneath that coat. Now, it doesn't need a bulky sweater because it is super warm. It's the kind that has, it's like really two coats. It's a puffy, down-filled coat with a hood, and it's a really solid, waterproof shell. And you can wear each of those pieces separately, or they zip together and make a really amazingly warm coat. Like, there's nowhere I would ever go where I would need a coat that would keep me warmer than this coat would keep me. It's like, you know, minus whatever. I know some of you live in places where it gets to be minus 40, but I won't be visiting you in the winter, I don't think. And my coat might keep me warm. I am planning on getting smaller so that I could wear a bulky sweater under it eventually. So it's going to be chilly on our walk today. The girls won't mind. They like it cold. And I will be... The silver lining of a super cold walk is I get a new color on my book, which makes me so happy. I worked on my sweater yesterday. I put in the neckline and I sewed up the holes. So it's all ready for sleeves. I did learn a life lesson while I was doing this. It must be that this is the first time I've done such a high contrast difference between the neckband and the sweater. And there were a couple places where I obviously didn't pick up the stitch in the same line as I had, and so I had some purple going into my other color. So I did a little surgery on it, a little duplicate stitching of my own, which if you look closely you can tell some of the places where I did that, some of the places that look like, oh, maybe there, no, it wasn't there. Picking up stitches around the neckline can be tricky because, you know, you've knitted in a curve and it's hard to know, but where to pick up the stitch. But I think that's going to pass the galloping horse test, and it doesn't bother me. The galloping horse test, for those of you not in the know, is if someone couldn't see it while riding a galloping horse past you, if they couldn't see the mistake, then it's good enough. I don't necessarily ascribe to that all the time, but I'm feeling okay about this. But I also figured out, after I realized what the problem could possibly be, is that I should probably have picked up the stitches using the bison in the rust color. And then started the next row in the purple. And I think that would have ameliorated that problem immensely. I think I used that word correctly. So that's what I did yesterday, and we are having Aura and maybe Kim over for Russia night. So I am going to be making some keto crackers. We have these delicious keto crackers made with paneer that are very low carb and are really good and nice and crispy. And so we are going to have some of our timbale, whatever it was I talked about yesterday. Have it cold like a spread on the crackers with maybe a little pickled onion or a little slice of pickle. We're going to try them and see what we think. And we won't have it cold. We'll probably have it room temperature. And we're making little caviar canapes to go with our vodka. Vodka. And then Dennis is making beef stroganoff, and we're going to listen to Tchaikovsky while we sit around on our fire. And boy, are we going to need a fire today if the high is going to be 32. I know that's not very cold. Many of you have had way, 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 way colder, but it's our first cold day, really. Certainly our first cold day in January, and I'm looking forward to the new color in my temperature library. There's truth there. So, and I really wouldn't mind if it was 29. I shouldn't say that. I'll have plenty of opportunity for 29. So I'm making crackers today. I've been watching watercolor and painters on TV, and I'm really having an urge to do some watercolors. So I may not work on my sleeves much today because I might be doing some watercolors. And I do have to clear off the table a little bit because, you know, it's gotten a little junked up, and if Kim is coming, we definitely need to make room for another person to sit here, which I can do in 2 minutes. So that's not a big project, but it is something that I'm going to have to do. And that's the plan. Aura usually comes over around 4 o'clock, so not a lot of time in between there. I mean, it's 10:30 in the morning now, so things to do, but it'll be a nice day. That's our plan. I'm expecting a lot of things in the mail, but I haven't gotten them yet, so I don't know what's going on with that. I guess I don't have that much to talk about. Unlike every day. I hope everyone is feeling well. I hope everything is going well. I have to call my parents to find out if they got their vaccine yesterday. They were scheduled for yesterday. So I know vaccines are going out and people are getting them, so that would be nice. And would ratchet down the worry a little bit. Doesn't make me happy to think of them in a COVID environment. Even if they get their vaccine, to tell you the truth. So my crafting plans today are either or sleeves and watercoloring. Just a little watercolor. I'll just do that a little bit before I clean up the table, and then that'll just have a little more for me to clean up. But I would like to try my watercolors today. I keep watching those videos in the evening, and then it's too late to get everything out and, you know, start thinking about it. I don't feel, now that I'm sitting here looking at myself in my sweater, I'm not feeling like I'm necessarily, I don't get messy watercoloring, and I'll wear an apron. It should be fine. And it's watercolor. In theory, it should come out, right? If I have an accident. I won't. Okay, well, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope you have a happy and healthy Saturday. And I hope you are well. And thank you so much for all your lovely comments. And tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're having a Zoom meeting. And there's a thread on Ravelry with a link to the meeting. And if you're not on Ravelry, you can email me and I will send you the code that you need to log in. And I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. And don't forget, we're doing our Ode to Joy make-along. So do that. And we have the 15% discount code from Arctic Crafts by Bente. And the code is FLAME15, all capital letters. So I will see you tomorrow. Please, please stay safe.